always move forward. Every decision is made in a few seconds, without any margin for error.
Well, we're catching up with Milestone here at E3 to find out a little bit about MotoGP 14 coming out very soon.
Yes.
New season. What does this new season of MotoGP bring to the video game?
Well, speaking about the championship, was an amazing season last year, the 2013. This year is even better because Valentino has come back to the really high position, and we did an amazing new game. We did a new engine, completely new engine for PS4 and PC. So this game is completely new. That's it.
So what does PS4 mean to it? And so what can you bring to the genre that wasn't there before? What do you feel that extra added power does?
Well, we did a completely new engine. So we have a new amazing graphics. It's going to be the first racing game, simulating racing game out for PS4, MotoGP 14. We have this amazing lighting system thanks to Yebistu, that is a middleware that we actually use in our engine. So we have amazing effects, lighting effects, shadow effects, and also we have real cool physics, 3 times more precise on PS4, thanks for the high power of the machine.
So I guess it's all about sort of simulating that draft, that sort of being behind and sort of pulling on that and sort of making sure that you get that draft and you pull ahead. That sort of simulation. How do you bring that to life?
Well, we had a really complete system of skills for all the riders. So we have, for instance, riders more aggressive, riders that they are well on wet track. Others are maybe they British going well in Silverstone, better than the other track. It's a really simple example. That kind of thing. So we have a really complete series of skills, and the artificial intelligence is working this way.
So I guess that's. Can it be a little bit touchy when you sort of put the stats on a real life racer like that? He's not very good in the rain and things like that. That's come into play?
Yeah, well, it's difficult, and we have to research a lot in order to recreate the real situations, because our customer want exactly the same thing that is the reality. It's not that easy, but it's funny anyway.
Yeah, and I guess. Is it the way you want to do it, to sort of portray the season that was last year? Is that a good thing for you as a developer, or would you rather sort of be ahead of the curve and try to picture what this season is about? What's the benefit and what's the drawback?
Well, it's a kind of middle way, because we had some races before the release of the game, so we can understand more or less the new value of the riders and the bikes, obviously. So it's a kind of middle way. Normally we did a really good job on that thing. It's pretty hard. But last year, for instance, I played MotoGP 13, and at the end of the season, Marquez won the season in my home. So that was amazing. This year, we also introduced a proper game mode that recreated the best moment from last year. So we had a MotoGP 13 roster in MotoGP 14 in order to recreate the best moment from last year, proper scenario challenges.
Any specific ones that stick with your mind of those?
Well, the first one, because last year Valentino's come back in Yamaha, and he had this amazing race. At some point he make a big mistake and go out of the track. Then he come back and finally was second, I think, or third. In the game you have to do the same but win the race instead arrive third.
So you have to one-up Rossi then.
Yes. Rossi is gonna win the first race in the championship in the game.
Right. So, coming out in just a couple of weeks, is that correct?
It's less, 20th of June.
All right, very soon, right when we get back home from E3. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Ready for every challenge, prepared to improve ourselves day after day. That's MotoGP 14. That's our mission.